Well, I've always been a student, where I like to read things and learn things. I didn't even want to drop out of Harvard because I loved, going to lots and lots of classes. I audited a lot more than I was signed up for, but I saw it as a unique time. And so I'd say my curiosity about, okay, what is climate? What are the source of emissions? Or for my foundation, why do children in Africa die 40 times the rate as they do in other countries? Wanting to get to the bottom of those things, wanting to meet the people who are measuring those problems and coming up with solutions. And so the ability to organize innovators and think through with them how we could create breakthrough solutions, that's common to my Microsoft work, my foundation work on disease, and now through Breakthrough Energy, the climate work we're doing.
What have you had to learn? Which part of it have you found hardest?
Well, there are things where I say, okay, I'm not going to be, good at the CFO decisions or so I understand how we, as we built Breakthrough Energy, we have amazing people who bring the full set of skills to advise these companies. I've always built teams that have the skills that I'm not bringing to the picture.
And what do you find is the hardest part of the job?
Well, we've been pretty successful, so I wouldn't want to complain. I enjoy all the things I get to learn. Before I studied climate, I didn't understand cement or steel or, who did what or why it was so cheap. And, every time I meet these people with new ideas, I'm like, wow, you can really do that? There's one here that grows cotton, without cotton plants. And I'm like, I'm just stunned. Give me the numbers. Will it be cheap?
Do you know him? Yeah, he is Bill Gates. And today I will give to you some information about Bill Gates. The first, his full name is William Henry Gates III. He was born in October 28. In 1955, he grew up in Seattle, Washington, U.S. He is founder of Microsoft Corporation and Gates Foundation. Bill Gates is an American computer programmer and entrepreneur who co-founded Microsoft Corporation, the world's largest personal computer software company. In 1967, he enrolled at Lakeside School first used computer, and in 1968 began programming with Paul Allen in the Computer Center. Next to 1973, entered Harvard University. Bill Gates is a technologist, business leader, and philanthropist. He grew up in Seattle, Washington, with a supportive family who encouraged his interest in computer. At an early age, he dropped out of Harvard to start Microsoft with his childhood friend Paul Allen. Today, Bill chairs the Gates Foundation, where he works to give his wealth back to society. Bill grew up in Seattle with his two sisters. His late father, William H. Gates, was a Seattle attorney and one of the co-chairs of the Gates Foundation. His late mother, Mary Gates, was a school teacher, University of Washington Regent, and chairwoman of the National United Way, and Bill has 3 children.
When Bill and Paul Allen started Microsoft, their vision of a computer on very desktop and in their home seemed for better to most people. Today, thank Microsoft and many other companies, that vision is a reality in many parts of the world, and present technology in an integral part of society. Bill is passionate about Microsoft work and will always be involved with the company, including his position rural as a technology advisor. In 1975 started Microsoft with Paul Allen. 1976 changed the company name to Microsoft. 1979 Microsoft moved to Waiting. 1985 Windows 1.0 launched. 1995 Windows 90 launched. 2001 the original Apple released. 2008 lead down hit daily job at Microsoft.
These days, Bill focuses most of his time on the work he is doing through his foundation. People are often surprised to hear him say that this work has lots in common with his work at Microsoft. In both cases, he gets to bring together smart people and collaborate with them to solve big thought problems. Bill is gratified to know that the foundation and its many partners are helping people all over the world live healthier, more productive lives. In 2000, Bill and Melinda French Gates officially established the foundation. They also announced the first round of Gates Millennium Scholar, part of $1 billion effort to help 20,000 young people afford a college over the next 2 decades. In 2002, the foundation completed efforts to help install 47,000 computers in 11,000 libraries in all 50 states. 95% of libraries have computers with internet access, up from 27% in 1996. In 2006, Warren Buffett pledged the bulk of his wealth to the foundation. In 2010, Bill and Melinda challenged the global health community to declare this a decade of the vaccines. The foundation pledged $10 billion over the next 10 years to help research, develop, and deliver vaccines for the world's poorest countries. In 2013, Bill helped launch a $5.5 billion effort to eradicate polio by 2018. India was certified polio-free by the World Health Organization, leaving only 3 countries have never been free of the disease. In 2015, Bill announced the formation of the Child Health and Mortality Prevention Surveillance Network, a network of disease surveillance sites in developing countries to help prevent childhood deaths. In 2017, the Gates Foundation committed $300 million to helping farmers in Africa and Asia cope with climate change. Next to 2018, Bill shared the stage with a bigger proof at the reinvented toilets expo in Beijing. His cold store helped draw attention to a serious problem that kills more than 500,000 people every year: poor sanitation.
In addition to the foundation work, Bill has separately taken on some projects to address issues that interest him personally, such as delivering clean energy to everyone who needs it. In his work with the foundation and other ways, he focused on what he called catalytic philanthropy, investment, innovation that way improve live for the provide the solution to problem where maker and government under request. I feel very lucky to get to connect with so many extraordinary people. Whenever I have the choice, I set aside a few minutes to share what I'm learning